And you are still tuning in here on Shakey's Super League and we are live na live. Of course, dito lang naman yan sa Rizal Memorial Coliseum. Ayan, kamusta naman ang lahat? How is everyone so far? At alam kong excited na nga tayo para sa ating second match of this day. Pero bago ang lahat, kamustahin nga muna natin ang ating Game 1. Magbalik muna tayo sa ating Game 1 na ayun na nga ang San Sebastian College Recoletos ay nanalo, of course, for today's match sa kanilang Game 1 against EAC. And for our Game 2, of course, makikita na nga natin ang Lady Cardinals against Lady Altas. And that will happen in just a bit. And for Game 3 naman, at 3 p.m., we have Ateneo versus Jose Rizal University. And for Game 4, which will happen around 5:30 p.m., we have Arellano University against National University. Alam mo, marami naman talaga tayong dapat abangan for today's matches. Pero bagong lahat, why don't we check out once again ang mga nangyari last weekend. Anyway, here is our Impact Plays of the Week that happened last weekend.
Shout out to the FU legend and her school up next after this match. And that time, a block by Dolorito.
Yes, single block by Dolorito. Talagang hindi niya iniwan yung spiker na yon. Binantayang mabuti.
And now it's match point for LPU. There by Almirante. Another chance. They go back to Coronel. Smart play!
Smart play. You know, as a setter, you really have to have the brains, and Julia Coronel surely has that.
Ang nakakatuwa doon, nagkasabay pa tayo, Richie, and that's this group play of the set is gone.
That timeout. Bustrillo with a hammer. It's Bustrillo's time at this part of the match. Performing really excellently when it...
But led by Dolly Versosa, surprising the NCAA. But meanwhile, look at that hit coming from Alinsug.
And there we have it, the former juniors UAAP MVP finally making a name for herself in the collegiate. The Lady Spikers with an exclamation point. That is Angel Canino. Well, looking at her attack, nakita mo how talaga she aims to get more points for her.
Grabe rin naman talaga ang ating mga student athletes. Kitang-kita naman natin sa ating videos kung gaano pa talaga sila kalakas pagdating inside the court. But kitang-kita rin naman natin na sila nga ay nag-e-enjoy. And speaking of pag-e-enjoy, alam kong marami rin tayong fans who are actually enjoying ang ating mga matches today. So where you can watch our lives today, of course, we are on at Shakey's PH on Facebook, at Shakey Super League on Facebook and TikTok as well. Live na live rin naman tayo sa My Plus Network on Facebook and YouTube as well. We are Plus Network 2020. And of course, let's not forget ang ating mga hashtags para naman sa ating live. So we have a Shakey Super League and hashtag All-to-Play. And speaking of ang ating mga hashtags, syempre para naman yan sa ating mga super fans ng ating, super fans of course ng ating favorite teams or players. Nako, ito na nga yung time natin para mag-shine. Send in of course your videos and tag My Plus Network at malay mo, ikaw na nga ang ating ma-feature para sa ating super fan of the day. Anyway, we are moments away for our Game 2. But this time around, sino kaya ang mananalo? Would it be Lady Altas or Lady Cardinals?
Jam-packed volleyball action continues as we'll be having another All-NCAA clash for our second game here at the Rizal Memorial Coliseum for the 2022 Shakey Super League Collegiate Preseason Tournament. Sheila Saysay together still with Jel Lucenio, and you saw our Quartar reporter Sam San Diego completing our panel, bring you the action for our second game today. Nabanggit ko nga, these two teams fought tooth and nails in their previous matches dahil umabot ito ng 5 sets. Kaya naman ang ating game for our second match, this is the Mapua Lady Cardinals going up against Perpetual Lady Altas, showing their true potential.
Well, this is a very important game for the Lady Perpetuals because if ever they win this, they will be able to secure a spot for the next round.
That's correct. Now, let's take a look at our updated team standings. Earlier, in another pool, it was San Sebastian actually defeating EAC in 3 sets. That is Pool B. This time, Pool A, Lady Altas going up against Mapua. Mapua University, Altas on top, actually with 7 points, and of course Mapua having 3-point system po ang sinusundan natin dito. We'll dwell more on that maya-maya lamang. Now, let's go of course to this Pool A. Sabi mo, Lady Altas remaining on top, and they are down on their final match against Mapua today. Even though they came off from a loss from UP, the Lady Altas still have a chance to make it to the quarterfinals. That's how important itong laro para dito sa ating pool. Lalo na they're just, a win away to secure a spot. Ngayon, that is just our Shakey's pre-huddle of the game. Pag-usapan natin itong unang encounter ng dalawang teams in their previous season of NCAA. Ngayon, kaya that happened actually that last June 24 where Mapua won in 5 sets. Umabot nga to ng 5 ang haba ng naging laro nitong dalawang teams na to. Ito kaya ma-expect natin for today?
Well, I think different times bring different results, and sa pinapakita ngayon ng Lady Altas here in this tournament, we should expect a lot of changes from that last meeting.
Well, we're looking forward to a good performance from, of course, these two teams. Pero itong mga Mapua, last game nila was last October 2. So masyadong matagal ang naging pahinga nitong Lady Cardinals. They defeated San Beda in 5 sets. 5th set extended pa to 16-14. And of course, they actually dropped their first match against UE, another 5 sets din. Hindi naman sumuko ito dahil pinaabot nga nila ng napa-exciting itong kanilang laro. They showed composure sa kanilang previous game against San Beda, pero yun ang magiging question kung kaya nilang i-sustain yun.
Well, here in the statistics shown here that they performed very well in the services during that time, and hindi na sila papaawat doon sa kanilang mga attacks, which will actually bring them a good result to their games whenever they be consistent with those two things.
That's correct. Aside from Nicole Ong, who contributes well, this is the rookie Nadine Berces, who was flying high in that last match against San Beda. 13 points, 12 attacks, and an ace.
Well, it's really nice to see that in a team, not only one is performing, but another person is always there to support you, to bring points to the team, to bring more morale.
That's correct, and she played a big role for the Lady Cardinals in that game. Let's turn it over on the other side of the court where Perpetual Lady Altas last game was another 5-setter, losing to UP Fighting Maroons. And ito, for a time, akala natin makukuha na ng Lady Altas yung panalo nila, but it was UP trying to cope from the errors they made previously. Back and forth nga ito at hanggang umabot ng pang-5 sets.
Well, actually, that is right there. And they started out really good, but then bumawi lang yung UP. What we could see here is that they actually had lesser errors. So we could say that they have more control in the ball and when it comes to plays as well.
Yes, kaya naman bakit nga bang maganda at paano naging maganda ang pinapakita ng Lady Altas? It actually is because of the consistent contributors. It was, they have a triple threat for the Lady Altas. Shaila Umipon, 19 points, Winnie Bedaño with 14, and Razel Aldea with 8.
It's really good to see here that these three are contributing in a very consistent way. That's what you want to expect when it comes to tournaments like these.
That's correct. This team had a lot of firepower from different individuals, kaya naman sila ay nananatili in that top spot of the pool and their rankings. Though we know Shyla Omipon has been the dominant carrier of the load here, ilang MVP of the matches, diba itong si Shyla, but still it's really a good teamwork on the side of the Lady Altas, having of course Bedanya and Aldea to back her up. Now let's just take a look at our course point system na ito tinatawag natin dito sa ating tournament. If team won with straight sets or 4 sets, they get 3 points. If they won in 5 sets, 3-2, they get 2 points. And kung matalo man sila 2-3, they get a point. Diba? And ito yung ating, I believe, a game changer as we take a look at our tournament format
As for
once
our
again.
tournament format, the top 2 teams per pool will advance to the next round, and the top 2 teams from pools A and C and pools B and D will be combined into pools A and F. Results of the match with other qualified teams from preliminary round will be carried over, and after another round robin, the 8 teams will battle in a crossover quarterfinals. So those teams would be in their rankings for classifications, which is a really good thing here that's shown.
That's correct. Hanggang dulo, meron pa rin silang opportunity, of course, to really showcase their talents and skills, as we still have the placing of the teams where Pool A will be going up against the teams under Pool B, and Pool C will be, of course, playing with Pool D teams. Updates on the schedule as well, ibibigay po namin yan as we progress within our tournament. So, ito yung magiging, it will have an impact on how these teams perform. Kaya naman umpisahan na natin, will the Lady Altas be able to keep their number 1 spot or makakakuha ng panalo dito? Of course, ang Mapua. Now, let me turn you over to our venue announcer to call the lineup.
Good afternoon and welcome. We continue with non-stop volleyball action here at the Shakey Super League 2022 Preseason Championship. Now let's meet our 2 teams for today's second game. Here are the University of Perpetual Health System Delta Lady Altas. Team captain number 15, Razel Aldea. First libero number 12, Yanya Nandal. Number 1, Mary Rose Tapol. Number 3, Win Bedanya. Number 4, Shai Omipon. Number 5, Laika Panchito. Number 6, Janine Padua. Number 7, Kyla Reyes. Number 9, Char Mocado. Number 10, Cha Enrico. Number 11, Kat Arceliana. Number 14, Krish Cordero. Number 16, Minmin Sapin. Second libero is number 19, Jody Lozano. And now, here come the Mapua University Lady Cardinals. Team captain number 8, Trixie Gohol. First libero number 20, Vanna Basbas. Number 1, Greg Gabadin. Number 3, Tere Manalo. Number 4, Jeannie Bata. Number 7, Babs Babiera. Number 9, Rox de la Cruz. Number 10, Gwen Espiritu. Number 11, Nicole Ong. Number 13, Raina Verino. Number 16, Nads Verses. Number 18, Hannah de Guzman. Number 19, Sunshine Dalida. Second libero is number 5, Dimple C. Our officials for this ball game. First referee, Eli De Jesus, national referee. Second referee, Jasper Jimenez, national referee. now, here are the starters for Mapua University Lady Cardinals. Number 4, Chini Bata. Number 7, Babs Baviera. Number 8, Team Captain Trixie Gohol. Number 11, Nicole Ong. Number 16, Nats Verses. Number 18, Hannah Guzman. And their libero is number 20, Vanna Basbas. Head coach for the Lady Cardinals is Clarence Esteban. And now, here's your starting lineup for the University of Perpetual Health System Delta Lady Altas. Number 1, Mary Rose Dapo. Number 4, Shai Omipo. Number 10, Cha Enrico. Number 14, Krish Cordero. Number 15, Team Captain Russell Aldea. Number 16, Minmin Sapin. Their libero is number 12, Yanya Nadal. And head coach is Sandy Rieta.
First 7 for Mapua, Batak, Princess Baviera, Trixie Gohol, Aliana Ong, Nadine Berses, Hannah de Guzman, and Vanessa Basbas. The libero, that is the girls of Coach Aying Esteban. Naman ang para naman dito sa side ng Lady Altas, we have Mary Dapol, Shaila Omipon, Charis Enrico, Krisha Cordero, Razel Aldea, Jasmine Sapin, and Marian Andal. Of course, the libero, the defense specialist naman of Coach Sandy Rieta. This is our second match of the day for the Shakey Super League, Lady Cardinals and Lady Altas. On your screens, upper hand nga dito ang Perpetual because they've been, doing superb when it comes to their performance every game, and sa kanilang pool sila nga ang nasa taas. And this set is brought to you by Shakey's Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. Gohol. Basbas setting this one to the open. Block point ang makukuha dito ng Lady Altas.
That was a good way to start this set with a strong, solid block.
This block of the set is brought to you by Peri Peri Charcoal Chicken and Sauce Bar. Order now. Oh, Shaila Omipon, she has been consistent and persistent scoring machine for the Lady Altas, and she just got her first point.
Well, she's showing that here early in the set that she's a consistent player since the first game until now. Just hungry to get into the next round.
Double digit lagi ang nagagawa ditong puntos ni Shaila Omipon, and her numbers versus against UP was 19. Another attack error on the side of Mapua.
There's been some dislodging in the system of Mapua's receiving and in creating plays.
Shaila Omipon, the rookie from Cavite. Second service is ang agang mag-init nito ni Shaila.
That's true. Gabe, hindi talaga sila papaawat. They're living up to the name of that triple threat.
And these two teams na nabanggit ko nga kanina, medyo matagal na yung kanilang previous games. So they had a lot of time to prepare for this one. Ohol from the open. But Andal was there. Versus from the opposite, Batak just sending it too long.
That was a good approach there and good setup actually kasi isa lang yung blocker niya pero she was just not able to place that well inside the court of Perpetual.
Lady Altas lumalamang dito sa first set. Lady Cardinals already having difficulty in getting that first point. Another service is Mapapatawag ng timeout dito si Coach Aying Esteban. 6-2 naman po ang ating score.
Ano nangyari sa'yo? Basta ano nangyari sa inyo, Libero? Tulungan tayo dun sa loob ng court. Ngayon, wild na yung bola, nahirapan na yung kasama natin. Itatapon nyo rin yung palo nyo. Hindi talaga tayo makakascore. Ibig na maging aggressive tayo. Hindi, wag yung ayawan yung wag yung ayawan yung miss ball. Dapat mas aggressive tayo doon.
Sige. What's up tayo?
Coach Aying Esteban just telling his girls that not because lost ball yun, hayaan nyo lang. Dapat dun kayo magsushow ng aggressiveness kasi parang, alam mo yun, missed play na siya, tas wala ka lang gagawin.
Kailangan adjustment talaga in every point. Shiloh Mipon already has 3 service aces and 2 points from an attack error. So medyo, they need to do something about that. Finally getting their first point of the set. That is Hannah de Guzman.
That was a good point from her. And that was a good call for the timeout. Kasi medyo mahaba na and medyo malaki yung lamang.
Hindi na nila hahayaang lumaki pa yung lamang dito ng Lady Altas. Umipon from the back. And again, another point. This time sa gitna naman. That's Nicole Ong.
It's a good setup for her. Isa lang yung blocker, tinodo niya na, and the libero was not in the right position.
This school play of the set is brought to you by R&B Milk Tea. Order now. First service error for Mapua.
So first service ever that we've seen here right now.
Seven serving 2. That's our tally. Gohol from the opposite. De Guzman is denied.
Second solid block here coming from the Lady Altas.
This block of the set is brought to you by Peri Peri Charcoal Chicken and Sauce Bar. Order now. First technical timeout. Lady Altas ang labang dito.
Hi, I'm Jasmine Sapin from UPHSD and this is my set 5. Number 1 is Friends kasi very stress-free siya. Yun ang go-to ko talaga, Friends. And pangalawa, Lucifer. Kasi may side din siya ng comedy kahit may serious stuff. And then, pangatlo, Vampire Diaries. Kasi very romantic, kaso medyo,
During training, sabi sa akin ng team captain na si Razel Aldea of Lady Altas, kung meron man daw siyang binabantayan sa game na ito, there's no other than ang middle blocker na si Nicole Ong. Maraming changes ang nangyari during training. Razel Aldea hopes for a better and quicker team in today's match. That's all for now. Back to the panel.
Thank you for that, Sam San Diego. After that first technical timeout, Mapua down here by 6. Making that 7 as another service ace was gained right here. This time by the Lady Altas, and that is Cordero.
Last we've heard from that last technical timeout as well na sinasabi ni coach na wag silang magsawang magsipag. Yun na yun.
And that is a good cross-court attack. That's Nads Verses. She has been a vital player for Coach Aying. That's correct. And, depensa nga ang nagiging tema din dito ng ating dalawang teams. We heard that report earlier from Sab. It was Aldea. And pointing out, yung defense nila, lalo na number 1 attacker naman dito on the side of Mapua, etong si Ong.
It's really important to watch out for the key players of other teams so that you know when and where to execute the play.
That's correct. With a drop, but that was red. Gohol in the middle, and finally, that's an excellent attack. Barbiera with the drop.
That was a good power tip from Babiera. All the receivers were just in front, and then she finds that she drops the ball.
And this good play of the set is brought to you by R&B Milk Tea. Order now. Another service error given up here by Mapua.
Mapua should really adjust on their service errors here as early as now if they want to continue to perform better in the following sets.
Problem with defense. Again, yan ang challenge dito ng Lady Cardinals. That is the 5th service ace of a Lady Altas.
Well, we've known that the Mapua in their last game has also been very consistent with their service, but it's not just showing now.
Barbiera again gaining a point from that quick attack. Nakikita mo naman kung meron silang magandang reception, they can execute.
And they really opt for a middle hit. Kasi nga, dun yung mga strong spikers ng Mapua.
That's correct. But that one, the strength of Shaila Ongipon was displayed hitting the ball down the line.
This girl is showing a lot of girl power kasi hindi pala siya ganun katangkaran, pero pag tumalon siya.
We actually
Iba yung
have
naaabot.
a few of those girls dito sa ating liga. Kahit hindi katangkaran. But the leaping ability and the reach, nakita mo naman.
The aggressiveness when it comes to attacks.
Free ball ibibigay sa Lady Altas. Good play, but the execution was not in favor of the Lady Altas.
Actually, kung andun kasi mahaba yung pwedeng paglagyan dun. Pero masyado lang napalakas yung palo.
Sharp serve. And good D at the net by Nicole Ong.
Still showing what she's got from the last game. She's showing consistency right here, right now in the defense when it comes to the net.
Third service error on the side of the Lady Cardinals. And kung titingnan mo itong girls ni Coach Aying, si Nicole talaga yung medyo matangkad sa kanila. And that is already an advantage kasi kaya din niya mag-block. Hindi lang siya pang opensa.
That's right. And I think they should really utilize that kasi nga mas matangkad siya and she's a good attacker as well. Give her the ball, she gets a point. Well,
Yes, that's right. No, she also has this strategy. Every time siya nga ang leading scorer for Mapua. Off speed, down the line attack. That worked for Krisha Cordero.
but then again, they can't really utilize it well if they put a more systematic defense and more systematic receive here from the powerful services of the Lady Altas.
Shaila Omipon serving for Lady Altas. That's a solid rejection at the net for Lady Altas. This block of the set is brought to you by Peri Peri Charcoal Chicken and Sauce Bar. Order now. Timeout po muna tayo.
Ilan na po may sinabi ko? Hi, I'm Trixie May Gahol from Mapua University and this is my set 5. Ang favorite food ko po is unang-una is ice cream. Kasi ito yung comfort food ko, lalo pag malungkot ako, ganon, bad game. And pangalawa, burger kasi gustong-gusto ko yung lasa ng patty.
You are watching the second game of the day live here at the Rizal Memorial Coliseum. Of course, this is Mapua Cardinals and Lady Altas. Kita mo nga itong supporters ng Mapua. Si Ong, yung nasa letrato. I think these are her teammates. Very supportive.
I think so, and I think it's giving her a good time that her teammates are also enjoying the game.
And the lady in white is, of course, the wife of Coach Aying. Coach Aying used to play for the UST, a couple of years back. One of the steady attackers as well that time. Back to the ball game as Nicole Ong again making her way to get another point. Too strong for Andal to cover.
Then again, we go back to that part where she's tall enough to go past through her block. Kasi mas taas siya ni Aldea eh. Hindi siya makukuha agad-agad kasi she's longer and she can actually jump as well din.
Yes, with a height like that, ganda pa ng timing niya. And this time it's De Guzman off the block. Hindi nakayanan dito ni Dapol.
The blocker was there, but she saw that as an opening for a check out. Actually, that was a good play.
Good distribution as well for Gohol. Short serve. Drop. De Guzman, nakita yon. It's the open this time. Did work. Hinapos ang atake that time ni Mary Rose Dapol from the open. So that is back-to-back points awarded to Mapua Lady Cardinals. And this time it's Coach Santi Rieta wanting to call that timeout. Pakinggan natin.
Hindi naman nakatapat sa tao. Ano ang abuti mo noon? Relax na naman tayo na malakas, tapos ka ba? Pag dikitan, hindi na ayaw na panindigan. Ang laki-laki na lamang natin, relax kayo ng relax dyan. Lumbas ka kasi, kung lumbas ka, maabot mo yun eh. Tigas ng... Pasa tayo. Pasa. Ha? Set play mo. Lumayo pa tayo. Nag-relax tayo ka agad eh. Ha? Sige, sige. Pasa, pasa.
Well, Coach Sandy Rieta reminding his girls that the game is not yet over and for them not to relax. Kasi masyado silang naparelax a few points there na nag-give advantage sila sa Mapua.
That's correct. After that timeout, 3 puntos agad ang nakuha dito ng Mapua. And they continue to score because of an error on the side of the Lady Altas.
I think there was a miscommunication there between the middle attacker and the setter kasi medyo mababa at hindi sila nagkaintindihan doon.
Good serve from the back. Gohol, bibigay ulit dito kay De Guzman. Successful hit towards the line on the side of the Lady Altas.
Actually, that was a good set coming from Gohol. Look at that. Malapit na siya sa net pero she still gave it anyway and that was a good point.
Back-to-back points ang nakuha nga dito ng Mapua. They continue to score and another free ball is given to them. Gohol setting this one up. Ending that rally with a hammer. Nicole Ong from the middle.
It's really nice to see that Mapua is really trying to change the game here.
This spike of the set is brought to you by Potato Corner, world's best flavored fries. Order now. From the opposite, great save by Mapua. Another good one by the Lady Altas. Nicole Ong tried another option on the right and getting that point again for her team.
You can see that Nicole Ong is just enjoying the game. All smiles and all laugh. Really important when you're playing a game like this.
It's the Lady Cardinals starting to step on the gas to get those points. Good D. Nicole Ong won that rally, but a net touch was called against Mapua.
That was a good try from her end, but she just fell short with the touch net.
Sayang yung opportunity, no? Pero this time it's Mapua getting their momentum, down from being down by 6 points. Nakuha nilang ihabol ito towards the second technical timeout.
And I think that reminder for the Lady Altas was really important kasi nga, we could see na nag-relax talaga sila.
Mapaaga ng pinaalala kanina yon ni Coach Sandy Rieta na huwag silang maging complacent. But still, dumigit na nga dito ang Mapua. Just like that.
Yes, they started slow, but now they're getting the rhythm of the game, and it's just good exchanges of the ball here in the first set.
Shyla Umipon getting that one from the middle. Gohol was able to put the ball up. De Guzman again off the block. Andal setting this one. She was rejected. Ong saving the ball free for Lady Altas. Now De Guzman was left alone. That's why Dapol taking that opportunity to hit that hard.
That was a good one. Nakita niya yung butas doon sa down the line. And she just hit it as hard as she could. Na hindi naabutan ni Ong.
Kung sino sigurong may ganong kagandang set. At syempre, isa lang yung makikita mong blocker. You definitely make sure to get that point. Ang bilis nakabawi that time. From that B set is Barbiera.
Good to see that Mapua is a team where they mostly rely on their middles for their attacks. They're seeing that their advantage is that matangkad yung middles nila, and they know that they could get a sure point from them.
Saka naging steady na nga yung kanilang floor defense and of course improved passes when it comes to their first ball. Only down by a point right here. Andal getting the first ball. Cross court hit. That was misread that time by Vanessa Basbas. That's the libero of Mapua.
She knew what it was coming there in that area. Hindi lang siya nakagalaw. And I think she was shocked actually.
That's Charmaine Ocado scoring from the open. So a lefty able to put the ball over. Omipon was dug right there. And that one is De La Cruz. Andal. Quick attack. That backcourt was left open.
That was good. That was a good ball distribution right there. Binantayan na si Umipon. Akala nila bibigay sa kanya, but it was gonna be a quick hit.
This is another good thing on the side of the Lady Altas kasi hindi lang isa. Noong yung mga unang laro nila, it was Shyla Umipon's show. But then after that, it's a collective effort. Great defense at the net for Mapua, and another one getting them another point for this set.
That was good defense shown by both teams, but Mapua just got that point right there for being aggressive in the block.
This block of the set is brought to you by Peri Peri Charcoal Chicken and Sauce Bar. Order now. Basbas able to put that up. Setting this one from the back. Chance. Espiritu. Drop pero nakita yan. Omipon again. Favorite spot on that part of the court of Mapua.
That's the second time she utilized that spot right there na hindi nahabol ng mga taga-depensa ng Mapua, and she didn't fail to get a point.
(21-18) is our tally for the set. Basbas able to get the first ball. That is the second libero rather, as Shyla Umipon again tries to score, and she is successful.
She's saying, I'll try a different area and let's see if I get the same result. Well, she wasn't wrong with that one.
Coach Haing Esteban again needs this timeout. Let's listen in.
Ayaw ni execute din ang practice mo. Bakit? Matapos na. Okay? Pag si Umipon, okay, pagka, Greg, sarap mo itong downing. Pilitin na natin mag-cross court. Ha? Dumulo ka sa antena. Tumilong ka na rito. O, drop ko naman, ano. Kaya pagka-receive sila ng sarapan.
Si Roxy.
Orok. Atake niya na maganda. I-combination mo na, dulo-dulo mo lang. Tapos atake niya na malakas kung overage siya ng talo.
Dulo ka yan! Let's go! Hey, lady! Cardinal! Close natin yung downing.
According to Coach Aying Esteban, it's okay na paluin nila as long as there's coverage. Huwag kayong matakot paluin yung bola kasi you have your teammates there to support you if ever you get blocked.
That's right. And that's the role that each of these players, have in this inside the court. She had good intentions. Muntik-munti ka nang hindi pumasok, tumawid lang sa tape ng net. But still, the end result is in favor of Mapua.
That was a lucky play right there. Muntik nang hindi pumasok. You could see the smile in her face.
Roxy de la Cruz, syempre sino bang hindi mapapangiti. Umipon was denied at the net.
Gonna be called for
Rather, it's 4 touches called against the Lady Altas.
Hindi siya masyadong naka-ready doon sa approach niya. She was trying to make something out of the ball but just didn't get past through the net.
This one from the back, it's Nicole Ong safeguarding that net for Mapua.
Grabe to si Nicole Ong. She's been showing a lot of aggressiveness in this game. And it's showing sa side ng Mapua how they turned over the game.
That's correct. Hindi sila papayag dito na ganun kadaling makukuha ng Lady Altas, especially now that they are only down by 1. Umipon was taking down from the middle, going up against Nicole Ong.
Nicole Ong just not relaxing. Kahit nakailang points na siya, nakikita mo pa din yung aggressiveness niya. Gusto niyang makapuntos pa din.
That's correct. Coach Sandy Rieta, napakamot na lang dito, tatawag ng timeout.
Ulit-ulit na lang tayo, Jasmine, no? Nandun ka ba? Oo, Maputo. Oo. Okay. Titignan muna yung blocker ko. Ayan ka na naman Nangyari na lang. Ulit Ha? All 22, di ba? Pasa tayo. Pasahan lang natin tapos set play. Ha? Para mag-score tayo. May mataranta, malayo pa yan.
Coach Sandy telling his girls na hindi pa tapos yung laban kasi it's just 22 all. And he's telling them that just one good pass and we could convert to a play that we could get a point from.
That's correct. That's, I believe, a remarkable comeback on the side of Mapua. From that timeout earlier, they made a 4-0 run here. Kaya naman deadlock po tayo at 22 on the first set. Espiritu giving this one to Ong with a push. Umipon denied. Trying the other side. Espiritu. This one didn't work. A drop kita yan niya. Ong bibigay sa dulo.
That was a smart play from Ong right
That's
there.
correct. Crafty move for this girl of Coach Aying Esteban. Alam mo, ang laki ng vision niya.
Yeah.
Bukas din naman yung likod ng court dito ng Lady Altas. And don't look now, it's the Lady Cardinals on top by 1. Good dig. Great effort right there by Mapua. Umipon still.
Oh! That was...
You would love the effort na binibigay at pinapakita dito ng Mapua at the same time ng Perpetual dahil walang gustong bumitaw in that last rally.
Say that's a very intense game. Wala ni isa sa kanila papayag na lumapag yung bola sa floor and that's, we can say, good. It's
Yes,
a good
of
thing.
course. Not really the best time to commit an error, lalo na sa service area.
It's something you want to avoid when you want to win a set.
That's correct. Substitutions on the side of Mapua, Gohol coming in, as well as the Guzman. Coach Aying really wants to secure this set. They are at set point.
Kanina malaki pa yung lamang ng Altas sa kanila ngayon. They've turned around the game. They're giving it their all and
Siyempre, Aldea hindi papayag, and of course that's an instant play, instant score for them. You can see the blockers are nowhere in that part.
they were late with that hit from Aldea and she just got that for her team.
Off the block, Omipon getting the ball. That time down the line hit again. This is Mary Rose Dapol scoring for the Lady Altas. They are now ahead by a point. Set point. We are just getting started here for our
and this is
second
just
game.
the first set. But the intensity.
Gohol with a one-hand set. Good adjustment by Nicole Ong. From the opposite, nakita yan dito ni Basbas. Another drop, and Dal was there. Dapol. Omipon able to see the ball coming. Excellent rally by these two teams. But that was ended by an attack error by the Guzman.
She was there but she was not able to put that into the other court. Naalanganin siya siguro sa approach niya kaya.
Yes, kinulang no sa timing, kaya naman off ang naging hit niya dito. As you see, our score 26-24 first set. Palamang po tayo, we'll head on to our second set when Shakey's Super League returns. Set number 1 was Lady Altas becoming aggressive. Umpisa pa lang, Shyla Omipon giving up 3 service aces at the onset. Ang laki nga na naging kalamangan nila dito. It was 16-8 going to our second technical timeout. Pero we have to commend how diligent the girls of Mapua are. Nakuha nilang humabol dito, and that Nicole Ong was the spark of their offense.
She was just showing great effort and great spark for the team, trying to turn around the game, but we could see here that they committed more errors than the Altas, which we saw actually in their services, and they didn't actually have any aces compared to the Altas. And I think that's something that they should work on in this second set.
That's correct. So they will definitely try to recover from their mistakes in the previous set. Lalo na dito sa Mapua, no? It has been, or they have been, inconsistent when it comes to their floor defense. And Shaila Omipo, nag-iinit 6 points agad. At siya ang nag-umpisa dito ng puntos for her team on the first set, giving up 3 service aces. And siya rin naman ang tumapos dito towards the end na tsempohan na siya ang nasa open attacker. And of course, their setter will utilize her to get those points. As we start our second set, and this is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. It's Mapua getting their first point of the set. That is Raina Verhino.
Mapua still being hopeful in this second set right here. Could they turn around the game? Could they win this set? That's their question. But I hope it's going to be a different result if they try to reduce their errors.
Bilis na kabawi dito ni Janine Padua from an attack. This is Katrina Arceliana setting this one.
Good setup for her. She had 2 blockers, but she just powered it through and got that point for the Altas.
That's correct. Good first ball by Mapua. That is a solo rejection courtesy of Bedanya.
She just read that ball and she devoured that before it entered the court.
This block of the set is brought to you by Peri Peri Charcoal Chicken and Sauce Bar. Order now. Over reception. Naibalik yan agad dito from the opposite. And that is another attack error on the side of the Lady Cardinals.
Still, Mapua committing errors in their attacks. They should really adjust on it right now in the second set if they want to turn this game around.
This is also another good start for the Lady Altas. Cross-court hit. Pero nakita yan ng libero. This time, another one.
There's a miscommunication between the 2 players there. From Mapua, who's gonna get the ball?
That's right. It's up again, Padua. Janine Padua, one of the veteran for this team of Coach Sandy Rieta. Back-to-back points from her. Good attack right here. And that time it's Grace Cabadin, the lefty, ang kukuha ng putos. This spike of the set is brought to you by Potato Corner, world's best flavored fries. Order now.
That was an aggressive hit from Cabadin. And the Lady Altas were not able to receive.
That's correct. Free ball. Chance for Mapua. Good defense. Kita yan ni Arceliana. Too long of an attack given up by Charmaine Ocado.
She tried to get a point, but that one was just sent out long.
Raina Verhino. Another steady attacker on the side of Mapua, but it's also a steady that time as Bedanya gets another point from an attack.
That's her second point this set. One first was the solid block. Now she tries for an attack. She's still good at it.
Asbas with a good first ball, setting this one in the middle, and that worked. For Deris Manalo.
Manalo not letting Bedanya just read that ball. Inunahan niya na. Pinalo niya ng mabilis.
Now, this is our second set already. And again, to everyone who just tuned in, meron po tayong all-to-play rule dito sa Shakey Super League. As you can see, another set of girls from these two teams ang nagpapakita naman.
It's really good exposure for both teams, or all the teams actually here in the Shakey Super League. Because you get to let your players play inside the court and develop their confidence.
That's correct. Whether you're a second stringer, another group as a service error naman ang ibibigay dito ng Lady Altas. Still, they are up here by a point.
I think that was their first error
Yes.
here in this set. They've been very consistent with their services.
Arceliana, ibibigay dito kay Okado, but she was done. That's too close to the net. Excellent adjustment again by this girl, Charmaine Okado.
Powerful tip from her.
Nakita mo talagang it's parang overset na pero inabot pa rin niya sa taas.
She was trying to make something out of that.
7 serving 5 is our tally. Off speed. Andal getting that ball. And that is just too wide.
Coming from the back row, you know, it's harder to hit balls actually from there since malayong pinanggagalingan ng bola to cross the net. So
Yes.
sometimes you overcalculate the power that you're gonna give the ball, or the contact as well is naiiba.
When you are in that kind of situation, ano ba dapat? What do you prefer to do or how to put that ball over?
Well, actually, the best thing to do for a back row spike is to just hit the ball.
Okay, this is our first technical timeout. Lady Alta still leading up by 2. Watching the second game of the day of the Shakey Super League on your screens. That is the Perpetual Lady Altas and the Mapua Lady Cardinals. Lady Altas able to take on the first set as Arceliana earning a point from the service area.
Still consistent with their serves. You could really see that the Lady Altas want to garner this win kasi nga pag nanalo sila dito, they will be in the next stage of this league.
They are able to sustain, you know, their spot for Pool A. That's just too strong of a set by Andal to Padua.
Padua was thinking, should she jump? But she was too close to the pole. She might have saved that. It might have caused an injury.
Missed opportunity for Mapua from that service error.
Still Mapua showing inconsistent services in the second set. When I thought that they would actually do better in terms of service since what they showed in their last game.
We are just seeing back and forth service errors here from these two teams.
These are the errors they want to work on as early as dapat kanina pa nung first set.
Pero okay na din kung ngayon pa lang they are committing these errors. Perhaps, you know, the adjustment will happen towards, you know, as the game progresses.
Yeah.
Padua rejected. That is an error committed on the side of the Lady Altas. Skylar Reyes is sending that over, committing a violation.
That was hit outside the antenna.
Wala na rin kasi siya sa posisyon.
Yeah.
That's the second time the ball was set to her as Mapua continues to give away points from the service area.
Still service errors from the side of Mapua. It's giving the Lady Altas more morale in creating points.
Sharp serve right there. At that time, nabawi naman agad ni Kabadin yung puntos na yon. Ang ganda ng angle niya from the open.
Yeah, that was a very, you could actually consider it as a sharp shot kasi hindi na siya naabutan ng dalawang blockers.
Good serve for Mapua. Arceliana giving this one from the opposite, but she was dug right there by Espiritu. And again, off the block. This time, it's Roxy De La Cruz.
And now tying it up here, Mapua. Alam mo yun, parang kanina, in the middle of the game, sila umiinit. Yung Mapua, unlike the Lady Altas, they start off strong and they want to end off strong. Ito yung Mapua, parang sa gitna na sila. Nagigising.
Yes.
Is it the term?
Pwede. So sobrang gising nila, sumusobra yung services nila. That is actually the third error from the service line of the Lady Cardinals. To aggressiveness. Almost a point there for the Lady Altas. But that attack coming from Kabadin just went through the blockers of the Lady Altas.
When you think about it, you see both teams just being aggressive on getting each and every point.
Arceliana setting this one to the back. And that is a point gained.
Good effort. Right there trying to save the ball, but that's just not gonna make it past. Back to her team and across the net.
Basbas with a good first ball, setting this one up. She was dug. And again, napalakas ang palo that time. That's Charmaine Ocado.
She was already under the ball, but she still hit it as hard. It's also important to know if you're not in the right position to hit the ball so that you won't commit unnecessary errors.
Masyadong gigil that time. Yung atake, ito babawi, but good dig right there. Off speed, worked for De La Cruz.
She saw that opening sa gitna, just created a campfire, walang kumuha. That was a point for Mapua.
You would commend how Mapua was able to regain their rhythm. Alam mo yun, sasabihin ko bang ganun kadali? Kasi nakuha na nila yung lead nila dito. But that was taken back in an instant by the Lady Altas.
You know, we've talked about the triple threat, but as we can see here in the second set, these different set of players are actually really contributing well for Perpetual and are actually performing at the same level.
That's a collective effort from all of these girls. Ang bilis ng setup na yun. Good adjustment for Lady Altas. Arceliana again opting to send that ball, but she was dug. Very aggressive at the net, and the game goes on. Kala ni Dalida tapos na. Basbas with the first ball. But still, that rally ended in favor of a Lady Altas. Bakit ba hindi gumalaw that time? Itong si Sunshine Dalida.
Well, she actually thought that she was already crossing the court and akala niya tatawagan na siya.
But the rule is,
But the rule is, kailangan full na body or like a foot.
yung paa, diba?
Yeah.
Pero that time kasi yung upper part niya, yung kalahati, nandun pa sa court nila.
Yeah.
So still not yet a violation on their end.
It was a misconception in their part.
Yun yung kanina nirereklamo dito ng Lady Altas, but still the game is on. We are now tied at 15. Arceliana with a quick, but this time it's again a drop, and that worked this time for Kyla Reyes. She has been attempting, to earn more points, and a variety of attacks worked this time for Kyla Reyes. As you can see right here, wala nga nagbantay pagdating sa depensa dito ng Mapua. Second technical timeout, 15-16. Lady Altas on top.
Sabi ni Coach Aying Esteban, all they do is set up, pero parang it seems like hindi kasi ready yung spikers ng Mapua. And parang yung instinct to kill the ball, more on giggle, actually.
That's right, but this time, let me just turn you over first to Sam San Diego for a report.
A shy and low-key girl daw ang middle blocker number 11 na si Nicole Ong. One thing about her is that she loves to sing, but she doesn't sing when there are other people around. Once naging comfy na daw siya and with the right people, dun lang daw nawawala ang kaniyang hiya. But in this game, is she in the right mood and comfortable inside the court? Back to the panel.
Thank you, Sam. Kumanta din kaya siya. Nakita mo naman, bawat palo at depensa niya, parang hindi siya nahihiya.
Yeah. And you could really see, parang umiiba. Nagtatransform pala tong si Nicole Ong pag naglalaro
Off the court,
na.
yeah. On and off the court. Magandang depensa ang pinakita nila dito, but that ball just went out. And that was in favor of the Lady Altas. You can see right here. And still, Nicole Ong with a smile, yes.
So I've noticed with her, even if she commits errors here, she doesn't show that she's remorseful when it comes to her choices.
There was no attacker in that slide running attack right here on the side of Lady Altas.
That would have been a good play actually, because
Yes.
there were no blockers from Mapua. No one expected that play. But that was just a miscommunication.
Wala silang babantayan, kaya lang Arceliana had a good thing in mind. Pero hindi yata alam ng spiker niya yon. And that is another opportunity missed on their end. This is Nicole Ong serving for Mapua, but an error was easily give up. Give up right there.
It's a service error from Nicole Ong, something that you wouldn't have expected actually from her, knowing that she's been playing consistently in the past few games with her services.
Mapua has been committing a few service errors first set pa lang. And it seems like hindi pa sila nakakapag-adjust. And that one, ang taas ng lipad that time ni Shyla, but she just hit the ball towards the tape of the net.
I think it had to do with her contact. Kasi nandun na siya eh. Kasi hindi niya lang nakapa or nahawakan ng maayos yung bola.
This time, Andal setting this one to Omipon. Versus cross court, pero nandun si Ocado. Too close to the net. That's really difficult for Omipon to put that ball over.
That setup was just a little bit fast for her. And yun nga, hindi niya nagawa ng paraan. She committed an error.
We are now tied at 18 apiece for the second set. Fifth error for the Lady Cardinals.
Still with the service errors that we're supposed to be adjusting to.
Ganon kadali para sa kanila magpamigay ng puntos. Shaila Omipon with a serve. In the middle, Sapin was there. Andal. From the back. And
Yeah. That was a miscommunication between Omipon and Sapin. Napahina ng blockers yung bola pero walang umangkin.
yeah, that just fell in between them. Kaya naman no, hindi sila nag-usap, kaya walang kumuha. But this time, Okado was able to see the ball coming. Sapin. Cross court. In the middle, Okado was already in position. But the ball just slipped through her hands.
Yeah. Inisang kamay niya lang. Siguro pag dalawa yun, naitaas niya pa.
And she is now being replaced by Dapol. Siguro, in-expect na kasi niya na sa kanya pupunta yung bola. She was actually, running backwards kasi preparing for an approach.
Yeah. Tapos na-miscalculate niya lang siguro yung atras niya. Kaya
That time, and Padua's attack went through the blockers.
what I've noticed about Padua is that kanina pa siya nagdadalawa yung blockers niya. Pero parang alam mo yun, hindi siya natatakot paluin.
Ang nipis lang ng contact niya sa bola, pero parang it's a very sharp attack. Kaya lumulusot sa blockers.
Very sharp and powerful.
Another disconnected line on the side of Mapua. And Coach Aying wants to stop the errors. Pakinggan natin.
Back week pa rin. Tapos wala naman masyadong fancy play. Iano na lang, basic lang muna tayo. Gawa mo na lang ng paraan pagdating doon sa ibabaw. Ha? Wala naman, dalawa lang naman spiker. Pasamahin lang yung middle. Pagka binato, sino nasa dulo? Roxy, umatras ka maigi, atake. Kasi tayo maganda, atake mo na atake. Lakas ng atake, bigay mo lang sa'yo. Wala nang fancy play. Ha? Dalawa lang spiker mo.
Coach Aying just telling his girls to take it back to simplicity. Kasi nga, he's saying that he has only 2 spikers in front. But then, gumagawa pa ng fancy play na hindi naman nag-work. And I think it's really important to go back to basic when you come to a part when nag-exchange na ng rally.
Yes, lalo na pag nag-error na. Diba, kailangan yung back to square one. And speaking of errors, another one was committed by Mapua, 4 touches. Yun naman lagi ang reminder ng coaches. When you commit a string of errors, you just need to restart. Diba?
Yeah.
And then go back to
Go
basics.
back to basic.
Off speed. Kita yung butas sa gitna.
She was just a little bit short in that reception.
Parang bumalik tayo sa set 1 dito sa second set between Mapua and Lady Altas kasi kanina lamang dito ang Lady Altas. Still, they are on top right here.
Yun nga. And then Mapua just changing their rhythm in the middle of the game. But still, we can see Perpetual here being as aggressive and
Speaking of aggressiveness, you see Winnie Petanya just pushing that ball over. And the scoop play of the set is brought to you by R&B Milk Tea. Order now. Another timeout is called. Let's listen in.
Lumalayo sila na lumalayo dahil sa ginagawa natin. May error natin yung So, palapit dapat patibay tayo doon sa ilalim. Walang aaya, walang bibigay doon sa depensa. Yun ang pinapanalo natin yung depensa. Kasi kung hindi tayo makaka-depensa, hindi nga tayo mananalo. Lamang yung height nila eh. Doon tayo kumuha sa ilalim. Ha?
Well, that's a good call right there kasi he's pointed out that they've been committing a lot of errors and these girls are a little bit relaxed when it comes to defense. As you can see there, nakadami na actually yung Altas sa kanilang palo. And they have to go back to basic din dun sa defense.
And I like the point of Coach Aying dahil nga it's obvious that the Lady Altas mas lamang sila pagdating sa height. So, hindi nila kakayanin pag naglabanan sila sa net. So, they have to make an effort, double time on their floor defense.
Yeah, and isa yun sa mga key factors na they're having good rallies here was because Mapua had good defense.
That's right. Good drop, pero nakita yon ng Mapua as Nodella Cruz again hitting that ball that's towards the net, sending the Lady Altas to set point.
She was not in position, but she still tried and it committed another error for the Cardinals.
She's now being replaced right here. That's Ascrisha Cordero serving for the Lady Altas. Sharp serve, Basbas able to put the ball up. Great attack by Batak, but did succeed, and that is just too strong from the back. Galing dito kay Shaila Umipon.
Shaila Umipon ng gigil on that spike.
That's a point, a set point saved. Gohol this time, serving for Mapua. Sapin, the left hand drop, didn't work. Great effort by Mapua. Sapin again. Versus was there. Great coverage. Pero kinulang dito ang Mapua, and this time it's still the Perpetual Lady Altas able, of course, to top off this set, ending that rally. Ang ganda ng hinabol dito ng Mapua, but then it was that block that ended itong opensa ng Mapua Lady Cardinals. And this is the Perpetual Lady Altas really up ahead by 2 sets. Third set sa pagbabalik yan ng Shakey Super League.
Ngayon kasama ko nga ang super fans of today for today's match. We have RJ Wella and Nicole. As you can see, ang dami pa nga na lang ilang props na kasama nga dito sa atin. Well, you know what? Matanong ko lang, sino ba tong mga ano natin? Mga pictures natin?
Si Nicole Ong po at saka si Trixie Gohol po.
So ano naman ang message mo, of course, kay Nicole Ong and kay Trixie?
Nicole, galingan mo pa and kaya natin to. Mananalo tayo. Let's go!
Alright, at dahil dyan, ipakita na nga natin ang full support, of course, para naman sa Lady Cardinals in 3, 2, 1, and cheer!
Let's go, Mapua! Let's go! Let's go, Mapua! Let's go!
Woohoo! Now back to the panel!
Ang daming energy ng ating Shakey Super fans of the game. And this is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. Kaya naman pala ganadong-ganado si Nicole Ong dahil sa kanya mga supporters. But let's take a look at what happened in the second set. mas naging aggressive itong ating dalawang koponan. Maganda ang naging simula nila. Exchanges of scores and offense and defense, and you see more effort on the side of Mapua was shown in this set.
Well, that was true, pero yun din pa din. It's like almost a replay of the first set kung saan yung Mapua, they just committed a little bit more errors than Perpetual. And as we can see here, they did actually better in terms of attacks on the second set. But then again,
not much of a gap when it comes to their offense and defense, at ganun din naman sa errors. But still kasi dikitan nga yung naging storya natin from the first to the second set, patibayan na lang talaga ng depensa at patatagan ng loob itong ang mangyayari natin dahil towards the end it's still a 1 or 2 point lead. We are now already on our third set, and this is brought to you by Shakey's Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. First point will go to Mapua. Lady Cardinals, that is a violation called against Lady Altas.
good way to start for Mapua, getting a point.
Gohol able to see the ball coming pero hindi na yon nahabol. He versus. And
that was a strong spike but Gohol was there. Kaso kumapos lang talaga sila sa defense during that time.
Jasmine Sapin. And getting another point. Pero dito naman sa service area. Now, she is actually the daughter of assistant coach Jason Sapin. And of course, she's being groomed as the setter, really showing an excellent job here when it comes to distributing the balls.
I agree with you in good ball distribution. Kasi nga kanina pa for the Altas, it's not the same person who's making the same number of points.
That's correct. And this one, a point gain on the side of the Lady Cardinals from a block. And this block of the set is brought to you by Peri Peri Charcoal Chicken and Sauce Bar. Order now. Another good defense at the net. Drop ball. Oh, putting that again. This time didn't work. Padua. Nakuha yun ni Ong. Gohol setting this one out to the open. Down the line, Omipon was there. Again, with the help of the net. De Guzman. Sapin able to dig that up. 4 touches ang itatawag. That is against the Lady Altas.
Commend Nicole Ong for her very aggressive and very diligent defense there sa net. Kasi parang daming pwedeng mangyari doon.
Hindi niya binibitawan, no? Nahabol niya talaga kung saan pumupunta yung bola. Attack error. Back-to-back errors ang Lady Altas, which means that is 2 consecutive points for the Lady Cardinals.
And whenever she doesn't block, she always stays ready for defense.
First service error that time from Denise Manalo. This is the team captain. Ganda rin ang pinapakita dito. Nicole Ong, too far from the net for a drop.
Yeah. She opted for a drop ball pero medyo malayo pa siya sa net. And that would have been a good play actually kasi nasa likod pa yung nagdidepensa dito sa Perpetual.
Nakita niya nga butas yung likod ng blockers dito. But that time, De Guzman, kita din ang butas on the other side of the court of the Lady Altas.
De Guzman making her presence felt now in the game.
This spike on the set is brought to you by Potato Corner, world's best flavored fries. Order now. Andal with a good first ball, setting this one up, pero nakuha yan dito ni Batak. Andal, a good read on the offense.
It's too long for her, but good read from the libero because it kind of looked like it's gonna be in the line, but hindi pala. Commander for that.
Sipag din itong libero ng Lady Altas, si Andal, which also the spark of a number of good plays as another service ace ang makukuha dito ng Lady Altas. Basbas will be replaced by the second libero, Janina C.
Lady Alta still showing the aggressiveness when it comes to their serve since the first set.
And that's Mary Rose Dapol. Consistent, but this time C able to put the ball up, pero hindi naman nakapag-execute ng maganda si Barbiera in that last setup. First technical timeout. This is still the Lady Altas leading by 3.
Karma, yan nga ang IG bio or Instagram bio ng key holdover na si Mary Rose Dapol. Ito daw ay nagsuserve as mantra niya nga in life. If you put in the work, babalik at babalik nga daw yan sa'yo. Sabi niya, desidido silang manalo at talunin nga ang Mapua coming in today's game dahil ang isang Lady Alta ay palaban at hindi nga agad sumusuko. And I quote, lalaban kami ng may puso at isip. That's all for now. Back to the panel.
Thank you for that, Sab San Diego. And kanina nga natin nakita before that report, Mary Rose Dapol contributed 2 service aces already for her team. And that's a good start for this for the Lady Altas getting their composure, rather bring momentum early on.
It's really good to see that they want different results since their last meeting with Mapua. And we could actually see that here in terms of their consistency when it comes to their serves, their attacks, and even their defense.
You know, I like what she said na if you work hard for something, babalik yun sa'yo. And actually, that's why she is the #1 scorer of her team in the last NCAA, putting on more hard work. And we know a lot of athletes also, sharing the same mantra.
That's really true in terms of things, because even though if practice doesn't make you perfect, it makes you better.
Makes you consistent in a way, as consistent as we are seeing right now when it comes to the floor defense of these two teams. And finally, Gohol saying, pagod na ako. I will just take this ball into my own hands and getting that point from a dump.
That was a good play. That was a smart move because everybody was anticipating for her to distribute the ball rather to the spikers and creating another impactful point. But
that's unexpected also move by Gohol. The first time she did that, getting a point. This is Sapin setting to Omipon. C able to put the ball up. And another violation was committed on the side of the Lady Cardinals. Now that is Deris Manalo.
This is the second time we've seen that type of error here. And I think it's between the connection of the spiker and the setter.
Adjustment din, ang mangyayari at that time, lalo na pag nakita mo na malayo na nga sa net yung bola. This time, good dig right there by Manalo from the back. Omipon again down the line of the block. Pero malayo si De Guzman to cover that area of the court.
Actually, si Babiera nakita niya na yon kasi hindi nga siya nag-block dito. But she wasn't able to get that.
This school playoff set is brought to you by R&D Milk Tea. Order now. See, over reception. Regalo. Nakita mo tumalon that time both.
Yeah.
Etong si Aldea at si Sapin. Natawa na lang sila kasi naging puntos pa yon on their end as Mapua will call for time.
It's really good in times like these that you should stay composed. Kasi yun nga sabi ni Coach right there to his players na huwag tayo mag-rattle when it comes to rallies that are very intense or kahit di ba man intense. Or when you know you're trying to chase a point, don't rattle. Think clearly before doing something.
That's correct. Modification, of course, and regrouping ang kailangan dito. That's why Coach Aying called for a timeout, pero hindi yun na-execute in that last play as Aldea again scores for the Lady Altas. Lady Altas slowly slipping away for this set. And as I was saying that a service error was given up here. And that time, of course, that is Winnie Pedania.
Seen a lot of service errors here in this game. And both teams are actually trying their best to adjust to it. It's just that it's not pushing through.
Is it because nagmamadali sila? You know, is it because saan ba nagkakamali normally when it comes to services?
When it comes to those types of things, you should actually take your time in the service area kasi you have 8 seconds naman for you to be able to take that serve.
Meron pang oras no para mag-inhale and exhale and get that power or prepare for a great serve. Pero napalakas ang atake that time ng Mapua, making Lady Altas gain another point. 15 serving 8, and this is Shaila Omipon again at the service area. Good defense at the net. On with the drop, and that was there. Dapol down the line. Nakuha yan ni De Guzman, pero hindi na nahabol ni Gohol. As the Lady Altas' lead is ballooned to 8, you can see that their score right here is double already, 16-8, as we head on to our second technical timeout.
Hi, I'm Winnie Didania from UPHSD, and this is my set 5. First, my top 5 is sinigang, because it reminds me the warm love of my mother. Next is adobo because it tastes good. Paksiw na isda because I love sour foods. Matcha is one of my...
And yes, you are watching our second match of the day this Saturday. This is the Perpetual Lady Altas already having 2 sets, winning 2 sets over Mapua Lady Cardinals. Live here at the Rizal Memorial Coliseum, Sheila Salaysay, Jel Duseño, and Sabrina Sanjego, our courtside reporter, bringing you the action right here as Gohol setting this one to Ong. Dapol again, denied at the net by Ong. And Nicole Ong able to stop those attacks, Mapa. Palo man yan or drop man yan, nakikita niya at nababasa. can see the consistency of this girl. Kapag hindi nakakapuntos sa opensa, pumupuntos naman pagdating sa opensa. And that's what you like about these players. As Dapol tries an off-speed hit. Cross-court, Onipon able to dig the ball. Ong. At that time, Jaguars there. Cross-court, miss reception. And that was taken care of by Aldea in the middle.
I was actually expecting a joust there from Nicole Ong, but she wasn't able to come back to her position from that defense.
Siguro pagod na siya. No, kaya she has been doing an excellent job when it comes to her offense, but Sapin committed a service error. Omipon, Sapin setting this one, but she was dug. Gohol, and that is a strong attack that time.
That was a good attack right there. Sa gitna yung tapo ng bola. The libero was not in the position. Good point from Mapua.
Nadine versus hitting that hard, and this spike of the set is brought to you by Potato Corner. World's best flavored prize order now. That's obvious violation. 4 touches for Lady Altas.
I think we're seeing here again another time of relaxation from the Lady Altas. When it comes to points like these, you shouldn't really be complacent.
Yun yung naging nag-reminder kanina ni Coach Sandy, diba? Lamang sila pero hindi dapat maging kampante.
Kasi hindi pa tapos yung laban.
Gohol opting for a combination play, but that didn't work as the Guzman just hits that ball over the end line. Another service error.
Still with the service errors, even in the third set. These errors you don't want to commit because, you know, you're trying to set a momentum, you're trying to set a spark for your team or a mood, and then you commit that error.
Roxy De La Cruz replacing Nicole Ong in the back. Sapin, but she was dug. Off speed, nabantayan niya ng blockers ng Lady Altas. Ibibigay dito kay De Guzman. And that's setting this one up to Dapol down the line, and she gets a point.
That's their favorite zone right there. Since the first set, they've been garnering points by hitting in that area. And you could never go wrong talaga when you go back to where you know you're going to score.
Well, taking advantage of the smaller blocker, I have to say, as another Bedanya, very happy with the regalo she got from the other side. Excellent timing as well, and this full play of the set is brought to you by R&D Milk Tea. Order now. Gohol to De Guzman. Ahabulin ni Dapol, but unsuccessful, and the Lady Cardinals still.
Good attempt from both players trying to save that one.
Substitutions on the side of Mapua. As Espiritu. This is Omipon rejected at the net. This time and down the line.
Still the same spot that we've been talking about since the first set, and no adjustments from Mapua were made.
That's correct, and the spike of the set is brought to you by Potato Corner, world's best flavored fries. Order now. Another great effort on the side of the Cardinals. Getting a point right there, cutting down the lead to only 6.
Mapua still hopeful here. The game's not over, and they're still trying their best to show that they will make it happen.
And the game is still on. Good save for the Lady Altas. No call from the referee, and De La Cruz just ended that rally.
She took advantage of that misconception there.
Or rather, that's Kabadin, the lefty. Breezing through the blocker's hands right there. Bedanya was denied. Buhay pa rin ang bola. Espiritu setting this one again to Kabadin. And that's seeing the drop. Omipon with hammer ending that rally.
Yes, that is still in their favorite spot. Right there, that's the third time this set they hit that area and they still got that point. What can you say? They've already memorized the sequence.
You know, she really knows where to hit the ball, you know, where she will send it through. Pero service error ulit. Parami na ng parami ang pinapamigay nila dito. Actually, it's not only the Lady Altas ang nagpapamigay ng puntos. Also, the Lady Cardinals from service errors pa lang. Nicole Ong is back on the floor. Free for Mapua. And Nicole Ong.
Kita mo ang layo ng approach niya when it comes to quick, no?
With conviction in that attack in the middle as Coach Sandy Dieta needs this timeout. Pakinggan natin.
Tayo. Yung nasa harap.
Ako po.
Sigurado tayo nasan to?
Sa open po.
Siya.
Sa dulo. Gitna po.
O, doon mo na lang to, ha? Sigurado tayo, pasa. Nasa harap ka, may option ka dito, ha? Hindi pa tayo tapos. Relax na naman tayo, hindi pa tayo tapos. 25 muna, score mo tayo ng 25, ha? Score mo tayo 25.
Tara, magandang pasa, execution. Say, Pego!
Yeah, the coach right there just talking to his main setter na to choose the key player na alam niyang mas makakapunto sila in times of these. And communication is still the key here. Tas hindi pa kasi tapos. He's still reminding them that wag mag-relax kasi hindi pa talaga tapos yung laban.
And from what happened in the first 2 sets, nakuhang mahabol ng Mapua. Solo block by Kabadin to Omipon. Great timing. Pero that time, di naman masyadong malakas ang atake ni Omipon. Seeing that backcourt open on the side of Lady Cardinals.
She actually went long with that one. Actually, she had blockers. And then, mali na actually yung position niya kasi nasa baba na siya ng bola. Pero yung laban niya pa din, which was a good decision.
2 points away from taking this match. Shaila Omipon at the service area. Good effort right here. Andal. Sapin to Dapol. Shut down right there. Omipon from the back. And that was misread by Vanessa Basbas. Sending Perpetual to a match point.
You really see it in the eyes of Perpetual that we're gonna change what happened last time. And we're gonna show you how.
How to do it, diba?
Yeah.
Shiloh Omipon, match point. Espiritu setting this one up. Andal again, seeing the ball. And yes, that time, that is Aldea. Razel Aldea, the team captain who ended that rally and giving the Lady Altas another win. And Lady Altas still trying to maintain their top spot in their pool.
That's right. And it's really nice to see how they tried to turn the tables here and since their last encounter, as well as kudos to Mapua for fighting a good game.
That's correct. 3 straight sets. Again, natapos ang ating second match of the day. We'll bring you the highlights and the numbers, of course, at our MVP of the match sa pagbabalik ng Shakey Super League. (26-24, 25-22, 25-18). It's the Perpetual Lady Altas finishing this game in 3 sets, very dominating against Mapua Lady Cardinals. Ang daming ang nag-contribute dito at nag-perform on the side of the team of Coach Sandy Rieta, of course. But maraming MVP of the match, but then there's only one. And this MVP of the match is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos na. Kasama na nga ng ating courtside reporter, Sab Sanjego, ang ating MVP of the match. Sab?
MVP of the match, we have here Mary Rose Dapol! Hi! Hello, hello! Congratulations! Pero bago ang lahat, kwentuhan mo muna nga kami, no? Again, sa ating first 2 sets, di ba, medyo nakahabol ang Mapua. So ano ba ang adjustments na ginawa ng ating team?
Ang adjustment lang po namin ginawa ay yung service, pinapasok muna namin bago hard. Then receive po, pinakamahalaga po yung receive bago palo. Yun lang po.
Okay, pero ano naman ba ang iiwan natin sa match na to?
Ang iwan po namin ay congrats po sa amin. Then nakabawi po kami sa Mapua kasi
Wait lang ha, wait lang. Kalma, kalma. Mayroon mga kababang gustong batiin.
binabati ko po yung Tamayo family. Thank you po sa kanila, sa pagsuporta. Then sa Dapol family po at saka sa Kalapit family, thank you po sa pagsuporta.
Congratulations again, Lady Altas! Pero bago ang lahat, ano yun? Wait lang, si Lalabs daw.
Binabati ko po yung lalabs ko.
Ayan, kaya naman i-enjoy nyo na nga ang ating pagkapanalo because you will be receiving gifts from Shakey's! Congrats! Now back to the panel!
Thank you, Sabs and Diego, and of course, Zini Montehar. And congratulations to our MVP of the match, Mary Rose Dapol, for delivering the goods. Yung sinabi niya nakabawi na sila sa Mapua. If we can remember, their first encounter in the previous NCAA season, tinalo sila ng Mapua dito in 5 sets. Pero this time, nakabawi na nga sila. Tinapos nila ito in 3 sets. Going back to the first set, Lady Altas, they began the set with service aces courtesy of Shaila Omipon, and they continue to strike not until the second technical timeout where Mapua was able to cut down the lead. Ganun din ang nangyari nung second set. Mapua doing the trick, nabawi yung kalamangan dito. Umabot pa nga tayo ng extended set ng second set, diba? But it's the Lady Alta snapping back to finally wrap up yung set na yon. Naging aggressive sila dito. At pagdating naman sa third set, Lady Alta's able to get their act together, displaying power from the beginning of the set. Mapua continues to commit mistakes on their defense. Meron namang adjustments every now and then, but still consistency ang hindi nahabol dito. Nicole Ong doing everything on her power from the net, on the floor from the services and of course attacks in the middle. But still, it was the Lady Altas displayed supremacy in this game.
As we can see here in the opponent errors, Mapua just showed more errors, and we could see that starting in the first set with their service errors, but more attack, almost the same attack, number of attacks. It's just that the Lady Altas just showed more grit and effort and diligence in this game.
That's correct, and that it's the Perpetual Lady Altas still, on top of Pool A this time. At kasunod nga niya dito ang UE at UP. Marami pang magpagbabago dito, but still, they already secured a spot going to the quarterfinals. And we were going to, see matches again. We still have 2 more. At nakita mo nga kung paano nag-enjoy ang Lady Altas. Third game po this time. This is, of course, the JRU Lady Bombers going up against Ateneo Blue Eagles for our third game on behalf of my partner, Jel Lucenio, of course, together with Sab San Diego, our courtside reporter. This is Sheila Salaysay. Thank you for watching the Shakey's Super League 2022 preseason tournament.